Hey guys, I want a huge shout out to my patrons, a special thanks to Mechanical Geniuses, Azzy Abbott and Scott Ingalls, my Flamekeepers, Adam Fox and RenegadeSamurai, and Heda Chris. Thank you guys so much for your tremendous support. The time has come for me to finally catch up. Hey guys, girls and everyone in between and beyond, it's Tally with a new video, and RWBY Volume 5 has officially kicked off. Yeah, like I already said, I wouldn't say I'm not looking forward to this reaction, but I already said in the last one that I got certain things spoiled from this episode for me in a really asshole-ish way. I already explained it, basically. I have a very dedicated troll on my Discord server that just keeps coming back no matter what I do. We seem to have it under control for now, but who knows. But yeah, two very important plot points got spoiled for me in this episode. I'm not going to point it out beforehand, but I will point it out in the episode. And I'm obviously going to talk about it afterwards, but yeah. The surprise element is gone, which sucks. What else can I say about this episode though that I haven't said in the previous video already? I believe this one's called Dread in the Air or something. Yeah, Dread in the Air. And the thumbnail is Salem. Oh boy. Thinking about it, we haven't really had any villains, at least not explicitly in the last episode. Like, Volume 4 directly started out with the villains. It directly started out with Salem and everyone around her, directly introducing us to all the new villains. And this one actually didn't. The only thing we got related to villains was Ilya, sort of. I really don't think she counts as an actual villain. She's more complex than that. And possibly Lionheart. He's definitely not one of the good guys in the direct sense. He's definitely connected to the villains. He definitely seems to be a spy for them, or like I already said, he's being blackmailed by them or something. He's definitely in league with them. But yeah, so I guess in this episode we're going to go directly back to what Salem and the rest of her gang have been up to. Like the last time we've seen them was with Cinder, trying to strengthen her powers and burning an illusion of Ruby. That was nice. And yeah, I'm also really hoping we're getting some more Emerald and Mercury this volume. There wasn't really much last volume, and I'm really intrigued if Emerald, maybe Mercury too, I'm not too sure about him, but Emerald is going to get a redemption arc at some point. Because I don't know, I really, out of all the villains, she's the one where I get that feeling from the most. I'm also interested to see more of Yang's current storyline. We know she's looking for Raven, but I've been saying this, I really hope they treat her PTSD in a realistic and respectable way, you know? Like I've already talked about how similar it already seems to me in the way Legend of Korra treated it with Korra's PTSD, and that was done masterfully. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really scared I'm really scared for them to just brush it under the rug like that and it's going to be gone, and that's obviously not how PTSD and how any mental trauma works. We've seen a hint at it in the last episode, I guess, when she was reaching for her water bottle and her hand was shaking. That reminded me of that part in Volume 4 when she was reaching for a glass, was it? And she dropped it and immediately Adam's mask, his face, flashed in front of her face, stuff like that. So I think there was kind of something similar to that again. So I feel like we're going to see more of that. Not much to say about Wise as of now. She's on the road, and Team Ranger plus Crow plus Oscar have arrived in Haven, around the shady headmaster obviously. But yeah, and they're trying to get the Spring Maiden, which Raven has. So yeah, they're all doing their own thing, but obviously eventually one unanimous agenda is going to bring them all together because they are already reunited at the end of the intro. So yeah, like I've already said, they are probably going to be reunited relatively late, but they will be at the end of this volume. That's what I'm fairly certain about. So yeah, not talking. Without further ado, RWBY Volume 5, Episode 2. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And right into the intro. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the lyrics down yet. Oh, I love this guitar solo. Watts might be the one blackmailing Lionheart from the looks of it, because he's the only one shown in relation to him. And there's a Spring Maiden, I guess. Oh, I love these parts of Raven and Ilya and Wise so much. And the Yang and Mercury fight. I'm so intrigued for that. Will be us. Here we go, episode 2. Yep, back to Lionheart.
Are we ready?
Oh crap. Okay. Right off the bat. People really weren't exaggerating about Watt's legs. He really does have show your legs. It's so ridiculous, but I'm kind of also digging it. And there's Salem's weird tentacle pet.
After you.
Your Grace. Are you there?
Yep, and Cinder's there too.
Do you have something to report?
Of course, ma'am. I would not waste your time if not.
I'm still just so fascinated by this creature. Cinder dear, are we coming through? Can you see us clearly? Well, as clearly as you can.
Shut up.
Oh, goody. You've recovered.
Your report.
Oh yeah, right. I didn't even register. She can talk again.
I've found the Spring Maiden.
Well, not exactly.
Well done.
You know that Crow knows she's with Raven, but that's it.
Had I known how useful you'd
Also,
be in
Arthur?
expediting this process, I would have sent you long ago.
As much as I'd love to take credit, ma'am, I can't say that either of us are to thank for this development. I guess you could say a little birdie told us.
Literally.
Explain.
You see, ma'am, Crow Bronwyn arrived at Haven Academy earlier today. He believes Spring has taken residence with his sister's tribe.
Is the girl with him?
Yes, Miss Rose was in attendance.
And you know of the tribe's location?
Yes, ma'am, but you have to hurry. Crow is already at odds with my...
Leonardo.
Well,
Do you remember the
I'm not making the
first time
hentai
we
joke
met?
again.
I remember. I remember your fear. But since that day, you've been extraordinarily brave.
Irony.
I won't forget all that you've done for me. Do not forget everything I can do to you.
Nope, I don't want any of that. Take it back. My earplug keeps slipping out of my
You
ear.
and your team will meet with Dr. Watts and together convince Raven Bronwyn that the survival of her people depends on her cooperation.
Once you have
Good luck
Spring
with
under
that.
control, escort her to the relic and contact Hazel. The White Fang was promised the destruction of Haven, and they'll have it once we have what we need.
Yeah, we've heard that in the trailer.
Not you, Arthur. Tyrion's in need of a new tale.
Oh yeah, his name's
What
Arthur.
happened to his old one?
Got chopped off.
The silver-eyed girl. It will be done.
Okay, interesting.
Good.
Seems Crow was right, Lionheart. The students aren't pushovers.
So what seems to have some
You're free
interesting
to speak
abilities,
your
I guess.
I don't understand. Working with bandits? Keeping Ruby alive? What's the point? We're strong enough to take what we want by force.
Never underestimate the usefulness of others. Take Leonardo. He was one of Ozpin's most trusted, and yet
Was.
now... You will have the power I promised you when the time is right. But remember that it comes with a cost. If Ruby Rose has learned to harness her gift, then you must take care to protect yours. There's only so much I can do to aid you.
Also, the lighting in the sea looks amazing. The way it's shining through those through the windows with this red tint. It's beautiful.
Tyrion, that I wish to have a word with him.
Okay. Yeah, that lighting through the windows, that looks amazing. Ah! Back to my favorite heiress. Others? No fucking way, there are floating islands. Remnant just got cooler.
Where
Even cooler.
Nowhere good. Passing by some of Lake Matsu's floating islands. The gravity dust that forms in these things has given us a little turbulence.
Oh yeah, gravity dust.
But the islands sometimes hide some nasty Grimm.
I forgot that was a thing. They showed that in RWBY
Just betting
Chibi.
on our friends in distress, keeping them
And you
preoccupied.
guys are getting attacked.
Look out!
That was close. Oh, not attacked. That was a crash.
Got to be kidding me.
Or not.
By the gods, we lost Percy! Help!
These look cool as hell. And there are these weird wasp, whatever Grimm we've seen in the trailer.
We're hooked! Everyone abandon ship!
God! Oh, I hate wasps. Or hornets or whatever they are. Nope. Fuck that.
Lancers. Freaking Lancers.
Lancers.
Alright, buckle up.
Oh, honey.
What are you doing?
What we should have done in the first place. You're carrying dust, right?
Officially, no. Actually, yes.
Then when I tell you, open the rear door.
Why is Fang in action? I mean, you can't take advantage of the fact that you have a huntress on board
Better make it quick.
who can use range attacks, nonetheless.
Kid?
We're cutting it close!
Ready!
Alright, time to kick some ass.
Yeah!
Oh, that one. Oh, this shot is beautiful. That was beautiful just now.
Hold on.
That smile.
What was that?
We're hooked.
Oh, shit. God, these things are powerful. The fact that they hunt in swarms makes them terrifying. They're like raptors, except airborne.
I got an idea. Hold on.
I suck at comparisons.
Literally.
Oh god. He will not. Okay, I thought he was gonna go up, but down works too, I guess.
Can you find a pair of islands we can fit between?
Kid, you are reading my mind.
That's a type of teamwork we haven't seen so far. I like it. That's the mirror mirror theme. Nice! At least part of it. Hell yeah!
Great going, kid. We are in the clear.
Well done, sweetie. Or not. Never mind.
It's a queenly answer!
Oh god, of course there are queens. And now it's This Life Is Mine. Jeff Williams, you are treating me right now.
Do something!
She's gonna summon the night, isn't she? Inside the mirror. Nice, that was badass as hell. But did it work though? Nope.
I can see the shoreline.
This is my favorite song for a reason.
Not gonna make it.
Oh, they're actually playing it! Thank you! Family train! The patriarchal prison won't help me! There it is! Oh, this is gonna be the shot from the trailer, isn't it? Hell yeah! Come on! Ah, crap! She did it! She did it! Oh my god! This was everything. But also, shit! They're crashing. But oh my god, that was incredible! And they actually played This Life Is Mine. My heart rate is up here.
Adam. I'm not going to repeat myself. So I want you to listen.
Sienna
tell you that the White
is talking.
Will not attack Haven Academy.
High Leader Khan, I am begging you.
You should beg for forgiveness and nothing else.
God, she's beautiful. That is one of my favorite designs on the show I've ever seen.
Was not the great victory you clearly think it was.
Huh.
And you should be grateful your punishment wasn't more severe. You are a symbol for many in our organization, but that doesn't make you infallible.
I was merely trying to follow your example, High Leader.
And what example might that be?
Strength. Strength and unwavering conviction. The humans have seen that strength now.
I was one of the first to suggest violence where violence was necessary. Peace bred complacency, and acceptance of our place in the world. I will not allow humanity to push us down without pushing them back. But the destruction of the Huntsman Academies crosses a line. The loss of the CCT has brought global communication to a crawl, and the White Fang is more of a target now than ever before. You have justified humanity's campaign against us, and for what? Empty promises from a group of humans?
This is
Humans
great.
we still know nothing about, and come and go as they please.
I agree with her
These are not
100%.
examples of strength, Adam. They are examples of your talents being diminished by short-sightedness.
If you want to know more
Tell
about
him.
humans, then why not talk to one of them yourself?
Oh.
Hazel!
Yeah, we did hear there was a plan that was happening.
Took you
Hazel
long
meeting up
enough.
with Adam.
What is this?
I love Sienna's design so much.
Apologies. I don't aim to cause any trouble.
You've brought a human to this location?
You should hear what he has to say.
This is grounds for execution.
Ma'am, please. Nobody needs to die today. I'm just asking for a moment of your time.
The longer you stay here, the less of a chance you have of leaving alive.
I'll take those chances, if you don't mind. You don't like me. You have no reason to like me.
This guy's huge.
But you don't have to like me to get the results you want.
I'm starting to doubt either of you fully comprehend what it is that I want. I want humanity to fear the Faunus, to know that we demand respect. I do not want to start a war with the humans that we cannot win.
That's where you're wrong.
I can't stop staring at her.
We can win a war against the humans. Not only because we have the support of Hazel's master, but because the Faunus are the dominant species of this planet. We're better than humans. We have everything humans have and more. Humans shouldn't just fear the Faunus. They should serve the Faunus.
Oh my.
I've had enough of this conversation for tonight. Guards, take them away. I said take them away.
I will admit, Sienna.
Crap.
You were right about my popularity. My followers in Vale already see me as the true High Leader. And many here in Mistral feel the same.
Who would have seen that coming?
What are you doing?
What's right for the Faunus. From this day forward, I will be the one to lead the White Fang.
This didn't really surprise anyone, I think. Knowing Adam...
You think I'll just step aside and follow beneath you? You're wrong.
I know. Thank you, Sienna. You were there when our people needed you. But they need me now. I'm sorry you couldn't see this through to the end.
Yep, and there it is. I am so sorry, but yep, that was one of the big plot points I was spoiled about.
Give our former leader a proper
mercilessly.
burial. All who were here tonight will claim that Sienna was murdered by a human huntsman.
Of course.
Sienna Khan will become a martyr for our cause. Her final act as High Leader.
You bastard. I have so many things to say about this, and I will.
This was my business, not yours.
It's our business now. And I don't appreciate you withholding things like that.
Rest in peace,
Your
Sienna
master was
Khan.
concerned with Sienna's willingness to cooperate. Now she doesn't have to be.
Nobody needed to die today.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, you do not deserve that place.
Disagree.
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, going back to Weiss. Oh god, is she okay?
Help! Please.
What do you think?
And there it is.
We just hit the jackpot.
And there's plot point number 2. Yep. Well, like I already said, I'm so goddamn sorry for the lack of response to 2 very important plot twists that happened in this episode. Yeah, now I can freely talk about it. Adam killing Sienna Khan. That was the first thing I was spoiled about the other day. And I guess I am kind of to blame for that because the episode had already been out for everyone, but like it was definitely the same troll I've been having problems with. They posted a gif, and I think it was even of Adam directly killing Sienna Khan, but you couldn't really see it. I only saw Adam in the gif, and I knew it wasn't something I'd seen before, so I deleted it immediately. And I told them off for posting spoilers, and hey, please don't, I haven't seen it yet. And then, not even caring about what I just said, they just repeated it. Oh, Adam killed Sienna Khan. Thank you. So I banned them, because they did it completely intentionally. And maybe like an hour later, maybe even earlier, I don't know, they rejoined, and their username was literally Wise got captured by Raven. Like, something like that is even harder to avoid. Like, posting spoilers in that way, for that you have to be a really huge asshole. Like, come on, who does that? But yeah. Now about Adam killing Sienna Khan. I guess that one isn't quite as much of a surprise as Wise getting captured by Raven. That one, I expect, probably surprised a lot of people. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that. First about Adam and Sienna Khan. I am actually really glad about the convictions we've seen from Sienna. I was very scared about her portrayal, especially, okay, RWBY does have kind of a history with brown and black characters. For one, because they don't have a lot of them, there's a huge lack of them, and most of them tend to be villains, which was something that can be pretty in the long run, especially with everything that's going on currently in reality, politically and everything. Making a black woman the leader of what is essentially a terrorist organization might not be the smartest thing to portray, but that's why I'm actually really glad she seems to have been the more sensible one in this situation. Even though obviously wanting humans to fear her is clearly not the right way to go either. But like, her convictions make sense. Humans clearly don't care about the fairness and treating them as equals. And since getting their equality through acceptance didn't work, their next way to go was violence. It makes sense. It's obviously not the ideal way, and violence should obviously never be the answer, but it makes sense. But yeah, and then there's Adam, who just basically goes against everything. Well, not everything she says, but he does not care about equality anymore. He clearly wants to be above the humans, and not just above the humans. Adam wants to be above everyone else, let's be serious. Yeah, he wants to essentially pay back for what has been done to them. Like, fauners have been enslaved for quite some time in Remnant's history. I think we've been told that, and mistreated for so long, and he wants to pay it all back, basically. He wants humans to serve the fauners. Yeah, and since Sienna was the leader and she clearly didn't agree with all of his aggressive methods, and she was against the fall of Beacon, which also makes her so much more sympathetic for me, because she clearly does not want innocent lives to be lost. Like, I already said, her way of going isn't the ideal one, but she is not a tyrant the way Adam is. She does not want to punish people who have done nothing wrong. But yeah, by killing her, Adam not only puts her out of his way and makes him the new leader and can go forward with his aggressive methods, he can also use her as a stepping stone for his goals, essentially. He can, like he already said, he's gonna say humans killed her and she's gonna be a martyr for the White Fang. And everyone's gonna go on thinking that she was the one behind the fall of Beacon when that wasn't the case. And go on thinking, when he's now going after Haven, that she was gonna be the one with that plan too. So yeah, he can use that perfectly for his own agenda. I hate Adam's guts, but he is a pretty amazing villain and antagonist, not gonna lie. Like, you're obviously supposed to hate him. You are definitely supposed to hate him. Not idealize him or anything. And yeah, we know some very highly anticipated fight is going to happen sometime in the future. Particularly Blake, Adam and Yang. That confrontation is gonna be continued, or repeated I should say. And that is also one of the fights I am looking forward to the most. Now, as for Wise getting captured by Raven, I don't think she actually planned that. That's more of a coincidence of her finding her. I do think she knows who Weiss is. I think she has been watching Yang for a long time. We know that. She's been watching over Yang, but only interfered this once when she was fighting Neo. So I'm guessing she's well aware of who Yang was hanging around and who our teammates are, and I'm guessing she probably also did some research. She knows Weiss is the Schnee heiress and everything. So there are two ways this can go. She's either going to use her as blackmail against Jack because, well, Jack is wealthy. So that would be the most cliche road to go, I guess. But I don't know. I don't think they'd make Weiss go back to Jack immediately after breaking out of Atlas. I don't think they're going that road. And I guess contacting him at this time would be pretty hard anyway, because the CCT is still down and everything. Communicating across countries currently is pretty much impossible. Unless you have a nifty little jellyfish Grimm like Salem. That's going to be the new way of communication, I'm calling it. But yeah, the next thing I can think about is blackmail against Yang. But I don't know, why would she want to blackmail Yang? Yang doesn't have anything Raven wants. This is intriguing for sure. I'm very interested to see how this turns out. But anyway, related to Weiss being captured by Raven, that actually just confirms my theory of the way Team RWBY is going to get reunited. So this way, we know Yang is looking for Raven. So inevitably, when she meets up with her, she's going to meet up with Weiss again. And I've been saying I was really hoping for the RWBY reunion to go the non-partner route. And I didn't want it to be Yang and RWBY either, because it just didn't make sense for them to meet up with this way, especially Weiss and Blake. They just have nothing connecting their agendas currently. So it wouldn't really make sense for them to meet up first. Now with Weiss captured by Raven and Yang looking for Raven, them meeting up makes perfect sense. As for RWBY and Blake, I don't think that's happening at this point. I feel like the Team RWBY reunion is going to go Weiss and Yang, then they're going to catch up and continue their way on to Mistral/Haven. Then they're going to meet up with RWBY and the rest of Team Ranger and Crow and Oscar. And Blake is going to be the last one to join them, which was already something I had kind of theorized about, but because it makes the most sense at the moment. She's still in Menagerie, the intro still shows her mostly in Menagerie, and she has still so much stuff to deal with there. I'm still wondering whether Ilya is going to join her or not. Possibly Sun. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the way this seems to be going is exactly how I want it to go, to be honest, and I absolutely can't wait to see it, because Weiss and Yang are going to reunite and they're going to be super happy to see each other again, because they were separated in such a abrupt way, with no way of contacting each other and even knowing whether the other was doing okay. And then obviously Yang and RWBY, the sisters, seeing each other again. Weiss and RWBY are going to be super happy to see each other again because they are partners. And yeah, Weiss didn't even know if RWBY was okay either. And she doesn't know about the whole silver eyes thing and everything. Crow is gonna have to explain a whole lot of stuff again to the rest of Team RWBY. But yeah, the mood is going to be good. They're going to be all happy to see each other again and to catch up. And then Blake is going to join them and things are going to get awkward as hell. Mostly because of Yang and Blake, obviously. There are so many complicated feelings between the two because of Blake leaving without saying anything and Yang feeling betrayed because she would have needed somebody there for her, because she was... We know how strong Yang's abandonment issues are because of Raven, because of Summer, now also because of RWBY, because RWBY left her too in Patch, and obviously Blake. And Blake was the last person who saw her in this vulnerable state, and she was sacrificing her life essentially for Blake. She was jumping in there and gave up an arm for her and everything. And I've already said this so many times, Blake thinks Yang blames her for that, which he obviously doesn't. But yeah, Blake is basically convinced that Yang probably hates her, and she even said she hopes her teammates hate her for it. And yeah, we know Yang isn't like that. We know that isn't the case, but Yang is definitely hurt for Blake for leaving her behind. So much angst, and I'm here for it. I absolutely cannot wait. But yeah, that was episode 2. I'm once again really sorry there wasn't much of a response to Sienna's death and, well, Weiss getting captured. I hope I made up for it by talking about it a little bit more. But yeah, once again, people who intentionally spoil others are seriously garbage. Don't do that. It's just such a terrible thing to do. For no other reason than to ruin it for other people. Just don't do it. Alright then. I enjoyed this, I hope you enjoyed it too, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Once again, a huge shout out to my patrons. A special thanks to Mechanical Geniuses, Azzy Abbott and Scott Ingalls, my Flamekeepers Adam Fox and RenegadeSamurai, and Heda Chris. Thank you guys so much for all your support.